So y'all, let me know how the image quality is because I am streaming off of the phone that actually has the data plan, which is why the image quality might be a little bit off because this phone's front camera is a little bit worse than the Pixel 2 XL, but the Pixel 2 XL has to ride off of the data of this phone. So I want to try to see if this phone will give us better quality since I don't have to turn on the hotspot. You let me know. I'm also feeling a little bit sick, as you may or may not be hearing. So just a reminder to you all to get your sleep in, get your fluids in, get your vitamins in, and get your veggies in. And we will be eating cabbage tonight. And Freddie is there sleeping like an angel. Yeah, I know it's not as sharp, but hopefully it's not as potato-y. I don't know. You guys can tell me which one you prefer. I'm okay going live off of either crappy phone, but I will let the people decide. God, this sucks. I hate getting sick. I can assure you, at least so far, it is not COVID because I test every day before I go see grandma. I think it's just we've had weather here that's been 20 degrees, and I think a couple of those 2 days really did me in. So we're gonna roast some cabbage. We're gonna turn on the oven. We're gonna roast these pumpkin seeds. I already ate half a bar of chocolate. Don't judge me. I'm just trying not to die here, folks. Trying not to die here. But yeah, so Freddie is here. We're all here. Happy Monday. The color on this phone is awful. I'm sorry. As someone who makes videos for a living, I technically should be streaming off of better equipment, but your girl's got a budget. She doesn't want to be spending $400 or $500 on a new camera just for streaming. So if I see people tuning into the streams anyway, I'm just gonna keep filming on potato shit, But you let me know if that's too outrageous. And then maybe I'll go start a Patreon so you can fund better streaming quality. This is a new stool that I got. It's a little wobbly. I can't really tighten the screws because there's no screwdriver that really goes under, but it has this lovely brass footrest ring that I love, and it can somewhat turn. It might just fall apart on me one day, but so far I'm loving it. So, yeah, Ram, you can come on over, bring your tools, fix the chair. Maybe we can build the shelves together after I'm done being sick. Oh, God, guys. This sucks, man. I want to show you this pot. It is a Chinese medicinal pot. I have had this pot in the family since the late 90s when my family immigrated here. And back when I was a 7-year-old, during the physical examinations that's required for immigration, it was revealed to me that I had a autoimmune issue called IgA nephropathy, which IgA is like a protein in your body, and nephropathy basically means pathology, aka disease of the nephrons, which are the filtration units inside your kidney. So basically, I had an autoimmune issue that was making my body attack my own kidneys. And don't tell anyone because it's technically illegal, but due to Chinese medicinal beliefs, my parents bought some turtles off the black market and made me disgusting bland turtle soup in this pot because they believed that it would have healed me. I haven't died so far, so maybe the turtle sacrifices worked. But because it was a kidney disease, I wasn't allowed any sodium on that diet, so I was just eating disgusting turtle that was completely bland. But anyway, we thank the turtles for their sacrifice. And I thank my parents for keeping me alive, I guess. And right now I'm using this pot not for turtles. I'm just making some ginger tea in here. So I'm gonna go ahead, fill this up with water, and we'll rebrew the ginger that's already in here. I have been drinking the ginger tea with this Manuka honey that Mom left behind. It is thoroughly expired. I believe, I don't know where the expiration date is anymore, but I believe when I looked at it at one point, it said 2019. It was unopened, so I thank Mom for leaving behind this gorgeous honey as well. Yeah, honey never actually expires. I bought this jug of olive oil finally. It is Turkish olive oil. I got it because I saw this label that says cooperatif Ürünüdür. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I don't speak Turkish. But I guess it's like a co-op produced olive oil, so I bought it. And we're gonna cook with some olive oil finally. Cabbage is ready and washed. I just have to drain it better. Okay, highlight of this week, absolutely. I found these Greek figs for $1 each. So I went ahead and bought a lot of them. They're usually $5. Now I have like 25 for $25. Ram, you can get a package. I'll save you a package. So yes, it's amazing. I'm gonna take another vitamin C because I bought myself 500 tablets. Apparently not enough to keep me not sick, you know? So anyway, we shall go ahead and preheat this oven. Oh, I will bake it at 375, which is my preferred temperature for most roast veggies. Yeah, Fred has finally acclimated. It only took a week and about a year off of my life. But we're here. And exciting news, I will be loading the dishwasher again tonight for our weekly dishwasher run. I might run it once every 2 weeks. It just depends. But one of you scared the shit out of me by saying if you don't run it, the rubber is going to crack and it's going to ruin the whole machine, which I think has some logic to it. The slogan on my sweatshirt is Townsend Harris. This was my high school. It is in Queens. No football team, no football field, no cheerleaders. Wasn't in high school. I don't know. But I went there. And I made it to college. I don't have any crappy knives except Mom's, so we're about to ruin one of Mom's knives on this. The problem with these big jugs is it doesn't glug smoothly unless you poke a hole for air. So we're going to poke a hole in it and sacrifice one of Mom's knife tips because that's all I have. Actually, you know what? That's not true. Maybe we can spare Mom's knife. And maybe I can use... Could have sworn I had... Alright. I'm gonna use, like, Grandma's scissors. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that was way too big. But we did it. Okay, now I have to close it up with tape. Later. After. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour some of the oil in here so that we don't have to do this very often. Let's hope I get it all in the bottle. That's good. 3 liters for 24 bucks. Not a bad deal, not a bad deal. This bottle that I'm funneling it into is Mom's avocado oil that you probably saw me use on the Budget Eats where I was using Mom's pantry. Thank you, Mom, for all of these lovely things that I have now to remember you by. Okay. Now we will tape up our holes. Our big ass holes. Okay. And we just had 1 drip drop, which I will work into my hands. I have finally reached the stage of grief where I recall Mom with happiness and fondness and not tearing up at every time she pops into my head, which I am very thankful for, that I've finally made it to this point in life. I don't even know where I should put this ginormous, yeah, it's not going to fit anywhere, so, I'll just put it on top of the fridge. Okay, great. It is now on top of the fridge. I bought this cabbage that I stripped these leaves off of for only $1 today. Unlike the head of iceberg lettuce that I saw yesterday for $6. What is going on with the lettuce? I had a lot of folks DM me on Instagram saying those prices were all over Australia months ago. So I don't know what kind of chaos is happening to our world now to cause this shit, but not good, folks. I don't think this is a good sign for us. my prep on this side now, because I got it. Obviously, for $1, there are some leaves are going to be imperfect. We will simply work with them. They are still edible. You know my shtick. Our oven is ready. So, actually, what I will do maybe first is throw in these pumpkin seeds, finally, and let them just go for a little bit. Maybe I'll decrease the temperature for now, 350, timer for 10 minutes. Cool. Why am I roasting cabbage? I don't know, really. I think it sounded good, but now I don't know anymore. The point is I'm eating vegetables. So just doing my best here, folks. Normally I would have just cut the cabbage into wedges, but I really wanted to wash this cabbage better. So that's why we're doing this. It's not very smart, I guess. And I might save some of the better looking leaves to blanch. So maybe I can make wraps out of them. What would I wrap though? There. Now I can see you better. You can't see Fred anymore, but you'll see him later. Did anyone say anything that they wanted me to respond to that I have not seen yet? If you want to repeat it. No pressure. Just offering. Turkey Day plans. Currently none. What are Lebanese cabbage rolls? Tell me. I want to know what they are. Rice with ground lamb. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. I would love it. Okay, I'm going to save these leaves. I'm basically chopping off the stemmy part where it's mostly white and not as frilly. And I'm going to save the leaves for other purposes, but basically keeping the more tender stuff for other applications and roasting the hardier bits. So, have we reached the point in the pandemic life where we feel comfortable going to people's houses now? Is that a thing? Are we doing that now? Have we decided as a society we're ready to re-immerse into our old traditions? Gonna need a new bowl for this cabbage. Cabbage. Sorry, Freddie. Didn't mean to scare you. I will just say, it's just Napa cabbage. I don't know if there's such a thing as Japanese Napa cabbage. I mean, there probably is, but I don't know the difference. So, I don't know. But I will say, I know it's not a big deal, but I'm pretty proud of how far I've come from not eating vegetables for 2 weeks, and this week I've been able to eat vegetables like every other day. You know, progress. We're not aiming for perfection here. We're just aiming not to die. My friend got me this salt from Chile. I don't really know what it is, but if anybody wants to tell me in my terribly pronounced Spanish, it says sal del, oh my god, desierto de, oh god, Atacama? That doesn't even sound Spanish. I'm really sorry, guys. Menta y cochayuyo. Alga mapuche. Ugh. Do you want me to spell it? But yeah, it's made in Chile. Oh, it's from the desert. Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you. There's something else in here that's not salt, and it looks like some kind of dried thing. MENTA and COCHAYUYUO. Oh, mint. Interesting. Okay, and then it says ALGA space MAPUCHE. My camera's resolution is really shit, so I'm sorry. If anybody wants to teach me Spanish, let me know. Algae makes sense because it does look very sea-like, whatever that thing is. So algae makes a lot of sense. I'm not even gonna toss that shit because I'm so lazy today. Pumpkin seeds are out and slightly burnt. Great. Cabbage is going in. Wonderful. We're going to cook it for 20 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, let me put the pumpkin seeds somewhere else where they can stop burning, maybe. Guys, my life is a mess. Don't get sick. It's not good for you. I put them into the little tiny cup. Do we like this cup? What do we think of this cup? It doesn't, the image quality is horrible. Yay, personal training client friends, because you watch my videos. That's really cute. I love to bring people together. Okay, so this is a tiny little cup that a friend brought me back from Cuba. I actually think that this cup is quite representative of him. Sorry, I can't talk anymore. So if this cup were a person, how would you describe this person? Analyze this cup and project it onto a person. But whew, Hercules vibes. Okay, I can see that. That's a little bit Grecian. Yeah, a little bit Grecian. I get it. Creative, sassy. Okay. Artistic. Interesting. While you give me more descriptions, I will introduce to you my new Trader Joe's purchase of the month. I like my new kitchen, yes. It's a pound plus chocolate bar. It's probably slave labor again. But it has milk chocolate with caramel, pretzel bites, and sea salt. And I've eaten them, but I will eat another one for you. Okay, here's what it looks like, broken. I've eaten about a quarter of it, Ram. Earthy, classic, and practical. I love these adjectives. It is very sweet. I wish this were actually a dark chocolate instead of a milk one, or at least like a bittersweet one, but I love the little crunch. The caramel is a little bit crunch. The pretzel is a little bit crunch. Pretty good. I don't have any chocolate scraps on me anymore, but I'm sure they're there at Raqqa. I also introduced to you this yogurt that was on sale for $1.99 for a 2-pound tub because it was expiring that day on November 17th. I bought 3 tubs. This tub is almost finished. This is 10% milk fat. It has vanilla bean specks in it. You probably can't see because my camera resolution shit. But this is delicious. It's like a fucking dessert. So I highly recommend that if you like eating Greek yogurt, and you like dessert, cabbage, Greek yogurt, triple cream vanilla bean, 10% milk fat. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. It sits like soft serve on your spoon. It smells like vanilla froyo. I bet if I froze this, it might turn into froyo. But I think it is delicious as it is. Mmm. By the time we finish the cabbage, I'm gonna be snacked away. Sugar is a lot. 21 grams of sugar in a third of a cup. So I will also introduce to you snacks that Aaron got for me from his recent trip in Taiwan. Starting with this packet of dried seafood. And it's all in Japanese. So it looks like there's a shrimp in it and probably other fish. Great. He got me this box that is taro pastry with mochi in the middle from the airport because he had currency to get rid of. So we have 9 of these. I'll probably share with friends. And finally, he went to a really nice bakery in Taiwan and got of a lot of assorted baked goods. I see some pineapple cake, I see some moon cake, I see red bean yolk, I see taro, I see green bean, I see sun cakes, white cakes, and pineapple cakes, pineapple cakes are my favorite thing ever. So thank you, Aaron, for all of these deliciousness. Can't wait to dig into them. There is a date yolked one, which might not be my favorite, but you know what? We'll give it a try. These look fancy as fuck. This is a pineapple with pine nut cake, and this is a pineapple cake with egg yolk in the middle. So I think he said this entire box cost about $25 US, which is not cheap, but amazing for this level. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces. So it averages out to less than $2 per piece. So thank you. Yes. Yeah, the pineapple cakes at Asian stores can be a little bland. The shortbread crust is a little bit like floury. So, ooh. I think I want to bake muffins, but I'm also really tired. So, do you want to vote? Should we make muffins still? Or, I don't know where you're hearing birds, because I don't hear a bird. Is my hearing going? Hi, Thailand. Oh, chill. Okay, well, if we're chilling, then I gotta do something, right? Should we chill with Fred? Hi, Freddie. Do you miss the people? I love you guys. Like, instead of asking me to make muffins and give you more content, you're like, fucking take a break, June. I love it. You guys are the best. Fred's sleeping. He's a role model. Okay, so I'm gonna try a pumpkin seed. Do you want to smell it? Okay. Do you have a favorite slave-free chocolate for chocolate chips? Valrhona is really good quality. It's very expensive. I think Guittard is supposed to be slave-free. These are delicious. I mostly like to buy chocolate bars and chop it up myself, so I don't really know much about chocolate chips, to be honest with you. Cinnamon and sugar pumpkin seeds I have. Yes. Oh, these are delicious. Guys, I'm really tired. And it's only Monday. Best instant hot chocolate? I don't know. I'm not well versed. Fred is not hiding anymore. We've made a lot of progress in the past week, guys. Bye. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? Derek, how old are you? Does it look like I still live with Aaron? These are the pumpkin seeds from the other day. We just roasted them, yes. Ron, indeed. Fred is gonna go back tomorrow because Aaron misses him. We are co-parenting. So I'm gonna take him back. We're gonna clip his nails together because he's a little fighter when it comes to that. People were so shocked when I said your waist is. Thank you. What makes the place feel like a home to me is all these magnets, actually. All the stuff I have on my fridge, this is the stuff that makes a home feel like a home to me. And honestly, just buying furniture for myself, like this, a wobbly stool, that I enjoy, that makes it feel like home to me. A lot of friends, not a lot, not to give you the impression that I have a lot of friends, but a lot of people, not a lot of people, I gotta stop using that word. A few people have recommended and even urged me to get a couch, and I'm just like, I don't want a couch. Not a couch girl. I kind of just want it bare. I want mirrors, I want chairs. That's it. Trader Joe's Pound Plus is fair trade chocolate. Jasmine, thank you for looking it up. I also don't know if fair trade is like slave free. I don't know what those terms mean anymore. But hey, I'll take it. Thank you for looking that up. I did bring the dining room table. It's my mom's table. I did bring it. I think it's inevitable with the change in weather that we're all gonna get sick. So just take it easy, guys. Drink your water. Get your rest. Bundle up. I was stupid. I didn't wear enough. And I think I just got sick. So I did get my flu shot. I got my COVID booster. You can still get sick. Recommendations for gifts for people who love spicy things. Yes, if you live in New York City, you need to go to Heatonist. Heatonist in Williamsburg is a hot sauce place. My favorite hot sauce there is Añejo, Anejo. But they have a lot of hot sauce there. Ooh, what's going in your daughter's bento? That's delightful. Oh my god, that is bad fortune to get the flu and COVID all in a go. Yeah. Guys, it's just that time of year where people are getting sick. Does anybody have recommendations for where to get rugs? I need to get some rugs. My co-op requires 80% floor coverage. Obviously, that's flexible depending on how noisy of a person you are, but I would still like to get some rugs. I just had no idea that rugs are so expensive. They're like $300 sometimes to start. Who knew? I'm tempted to just buy like blankets instead, because I can afford blankets. I'm not sure I can afford rugs at this point in my life. But if you have any recommendations of where to get them. Tea is just ginger. I will melt some honey into it now. Ruggable. Yeah, so I decided this is going to be my new teapot now because I left the old teapot with Aaron. That was my birthday present for him this year, and it felt right to leave it with him. But now this means I get to use this medicinal pot, which is pretty snazzy. I don't feel good about buying used rugs, y'all. It's like buying a used bed. I just can't do it. Used rugs, basically anything that I want to put my face to, I don't want to buy used. Does that make sense? Anything that can't be like washed, steamed, boiled, I don't want to buy used. I can't wash a mattress, and I can't really wash a rug at the size that I need them at. So I did decide on a new bed. I got a Dream Cloud, which one of you suggested, so thank you so much. I like it a lot. It's quite firm. It's a hybrid mattress. Yeah, it's nice. Ruggable, you said is $600. That's pretty expensive. I'm not really sleeping much better because of Fred, but I think especially in this new place, I feel a lot more at peace for the most part. So I hopefully will start sleeping better at one point. So something about this kitchen floor, I'm kind of glad you can't see things, but this kitchen floor like shows all the hairs that me and Fred drops. And every day I clean it like twice a day because it just gets coated in hair. And at this point, I don't know who sheds more, me or Fred. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Black Friday sales, huh? I know, my stream quality is potato, but that's the best part about this, y'all. A potato stream. You can't see shit. The story behind the cutting board with the scorch mark is that I put it on a gas stove thinking I was drying my cast iron, but I turned on the wrong stove and I ended up burning the board. That's it. That is all. So I want your opinion. Do you prefer tonight's potato stream or for our previous potato streams? Which quality is a little more tolerable to you? I would like to know for future lives which phone to use. Oh, split. This, yeah, a lot more stable because we're not using the hotspot. We're just using the data. This is more stable, but image quality is probably a little worse at its best compared to the best parts of the other phone because the other phone is better. So my only solve is I buy myself a better phone with a better front-facing camera, put the SIM card into the new phone, and then I get a better phone that doesn't have a cracked screen, and you get better image quality. So, yeah. I love to entertain you guys with whatever shit I have on hand. Oh, I don't feel good. What? Potato, yes. What do you think you should do if you think you're going to have a fever soon? Because this is truly what I feel like I'm about to have is a fever. I don't need Wi-Fi to film videos. Ibuprofen. Really? You preemptively take ibuprofen? Wow. Okay. I will take your advice. Tonight might be a short stream. Yep. Okay. Thank you all. You're now all my mom. I have so many moms. you what, because I don't feel like cooking anymore, I'm going to prep some vegetables. You're free to keep chatting away, but unfortunately, because of the illness, I will have to slightly disengage. But thank you for dropping in tonight. Yeah, these are cool. Just know that you can't really cook much in here. My dad apparently bought one recently, and he said he was trying to cook meat in here, and it broke very quickly. So, you've been warned. It might not be good for all purpose. I'm only using it for mostly pourable liquids that can come through this whole spout. So what I will prep is my onions, my garlic, maybe that's it. We'll see. And you know what, actually I think what I want to do is I want to roast these onions and garlic now that I have the oven on. I think that would make me happy. I'm going to turn the oven down to 350 for that purpose. Have fun lying down. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about your longest relationship and what your favorite thing about it was. If you're willing to share, obviously. You don't have to share. Why is my sweater triggering you? What the hell did my sweater do to you? Let's see if anybody dropped any fun stuff. Oh, wow, lots of fun stuff. 25 years, fucking congratulations. That is a feat. What is your secret? Is it just luck, or do you guys really just put in the work? Wow. Oh, wow. Damn, we have so many long relationships in the chat. Holy. Although this could be just like self-selection, really. Like only the people who have long relationships are talking about how long their relationships are. Wow. Congratulations, y'all. Everything's out of there. Extra long chopsticks. What are your thoughts regarding couples who can't agree on certain, what I think to be non-negotiables? For example, when one partner wants kids and the other one doesn't. Do you think that is something that can be negotiable, or do you think that it can be momentarily compromised and then later down in the road it leads to resentment? Because I personally think that is not something that can be negotiated. Like, if you want children, that's a big life thing. I honestly don't think you should negotiate regarding those things. Yeah. I'm glad we agree. I just feel like kids is one of those things that are so life-changing. It always feels like you either made the wrong decision by having them when you didn't want them to start with, or you missed out on something huge because you wanted them but your partner didn't, you know? And I feel like when relationships suffer, like that will be a breaking point where this kind of latent resentment will just surface. Yeah, exactly. Why get attached when disagreeing on something so fundamental? And I feel like in our dating culture, it's almost seen as like taboo when you talk about marriage and kids too early on, because people are like, what, are you crazy? But I think they're so fundamental that you should be addressing them on a first or second date, honestly. Like, if you have a first date and you're into the person, I feel like you need to talk about where you guys want to end up for your own life goals and ideals. Why not talk about these things sooner rather than later? I think one of the hardest things I've had to learn to do is to trust my gut, and I still can't do it sometimes, but I think by saying it out loud, I'm trying to encourage myself to believe in myself more and more. It's a practice like anything else. Sometimes your gut decision is the best decision. Sometimes you do just know. And when you second guess yourself, that's really not what you want. That's what other voices you've been internalizing want. And it does become really, really, really hard to make the distinction between the two voices that are inside you. Sometimes there are more than two voices inside you. So I feel like that's always one of the hardest things in life. Who do you listen to? Especially when you don't agree with yourself. I used to be able to buy 8 red onions for $1, and now I can buy 4 red onions for $1. Everything is just... Kate, hope you're doing well too. Thanks for popping in. I like my cabbage like really cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pile them over to one side. I don't really make vegetable stock, no. I'll let them keep roasting, steaming more now that they're layered on top of each other like this. And then I'm gonna put the onions. I'm going to make a little center for our garlic, because garlic is probably going to burn a little more readily. Then I'm going to chop up this onion so that I have it for later on in the week. Let's see what y'all are saying. I'm not pickling the rest, I just cut them up. As a mother of two, you need to be 100% sure about kids because they require you to put lots of parts of yourself on hold until they're older. Yeah, for sure. This stove is the same as the other one, I would say. Very minute differences. I'm eating the roasted cabbages? What should I be doing with the roasted cabbages? Have a good night. always said that once you have a child, you are never child free. Like, yeah, in the American culture, they detach from you financially, maybe, if all things go well. But emotionally speaking, I don't think you ever become free once you become a parent. Maybe we'll make muffins tomorrow. What's fire cider? No, I've not. That sounds intriguing. Let's go sit with Fred for a bit. Oh, what a beautiful boy. What a beautiful boy, Freddie. You want to smell my tea? It's hot. Be careful. I think, unfortunately, what is... I was going to say heartbreaking, but I think I need to kind of get over myself a little bit. But I think as someone from, like, as someone who identifies on the asexual spectrum, it is going to be a lifetime struggle for me to find somebody who is compatible in so many different respects, but definitely from, like, a sexual compatibility respect, it's rough. Dating has always been very confusing as someone who identifies on the asexual spectrum. Other people don't understand it enough, and I think our society values sexual connection and sexual intimacy and sexual relationships so much, especially perpetuated by this kind of pop culture depiction of, like, yeah, like, every romantic relationship is culminating in sex. I think it just feels incomplete to a lot of people when sex is not the highlight of the relationship. So that's something that I'm working through. I have been reading a book that one of you recommended to me, and it has truly been very enlightening. Let me find the title. I would like to share it with you all. I've enjoyed it very much, so thank you so much for all of your recommendations. Like, honestly, you guys have had a lot of impact on my life. I now have a new mattress because one of your recommendations, and I have this book that is very enlightening about insights into my sexual orientation and how it intersects with other aspects of my life and society at large. Bye, Freddie. There he goes. This is the book. It is, let me see. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry it's so blurry. But Refusing Compulsory Sexuality, a Black Asexual Lens on Our Sex-Obsessed Culture. It is authored by Sharonda J. Brown, spelled Sherronda J. Brown. And I'm not saying you can't have sexual uh, encounters that are casual. I'm just saying that in my experience, a lot of people don't know what to do with me in a dating context. To the point where I don't know what to do with me in a dating context, and I am sort of starting to mentally resign myself to not having a romantic partner. And I guess I'm starting to inquire into my own brain regarding why I want a romantic partner so badly. Is it really something that I want, or is it something that we've all been told we should want? So, that's all going through my head. I've tried Bumble, but I don't think I've tried Bumble BFF. No, I was the one who suggested an open relationship, actually. I'm not saying it wasn't difficult in a lot of senses, because it was a learning curve, a big one. It crushed the paradigm of relationships as far as I knew it. So it was like a huge new world for me to explore. But I think being in an open relationship taught me a lot about myself. Yes. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, but Tamara, I also identify currently as a demisexual. So that is, to my understanding, on the asexual spectrum. Same. I'm allo-romantic, which means I very much am capable of developing romantic attraction. Some people are aromantic too, meaning they don't develop romantic attraction at all. I do, but I fall more on the asexual side regarding sexual attraction. Not to say that I don't experience sexual attraction, it's just very rare. This is ginger tea. Yep. What you doing, Freddie? One thing in particular that I've noticed about Fred is that he seems to know when I'm going live, and it seems to put him more at ease in this new place, which is fascinating, because not only is it group therapy for all of us, it turns out these lives are group therapy for Fred too. Boop the nose. Boop the nose. Do you like the sound of my voice, Freddie? Do you like the sound of my voice? Look. Look. Here. Look here. Look here. There. Look here. Oh my gosh. wonder how he would react if he saw 300 people all at once. He would probably scamper. I'm not going to miss Freddie. I can always visit him. It's not like Aaron and I are divorced and we're forbidding each other from ever seeing Fred. We're co-parenting. We are no longer in a relationship, but we're still very much friends. Like, he just brought me back a shit ton of desserts from an international trip. Like, I don't think you do that for people who aren't your friends, you know? So this is the way I want all of my relationships to be. I think it always surprised me when people say that you can't stay friends with your exes. Because I feel like if you loved a person, like truly loved a person at one point in your life, how do you get to that point where you hate each other so much that you can't even look at each other and talk to each other? That must mean that at some point in the relationship there was just no communication whatsoever, and maybe both people fell out of touch with the other to the point where like they became estranged even in the presence of each other. But yeah, I guess it is possible for people to be assholes. True. Domestic violence for sure. Yeah. Betrayal, yeah. People do very shitty things. It's true. If we could all just stop doing shitty things, that would be great. Right, Freddie? Yes. Relationship with Aaron was monogamous at first. And honestly, Aaron's relationship with me was like basically the only real relationship I've had so far in life. My first kiss was in senior year of college, and he was a sophomore, and I graduated, and I said, I guess this is it. So it didn't last very long. It was like 2 months, maybe. And then I went to China to teach and bumped into Aaron. Guys, it's like we're in the old spot again. Look at Fred at the threshold of the kitchen without a door, chilling. Good old times. Different place, same shit. Bye, Faye. Guess I should put some oil on here, huh? Oh, good yawn, Freddie. Yeah, the garlic will be trapped unless I pull out the oven. Which I think I did all of 3 times in the 5 years that I was at the Woodside apartment. So that's not to say I won't do it, I just don't know when. No, the cabbage is kind of steaming on itself, honestly. There's a lot of water content in cabbage. But I think I have 20 more minutes and I'll be happy. And I think what I'll do, let's see if there's anything else we can toast, Freddie. Do you think we can toast anything else? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, another day. I know it's very unlike me to do this, where I'm just baking one thing only, but today's the day where I just can't feel much anymore, so. We're gonna eat this oatmeal that we cooked on the last live. Remember this? This is the last half jar of it. Rent in New York City is very different depending on the neighborhood, depending on the space. It's kind of useless to ask people that question because, like, what are you comparing it to? A luxury high-rise? Mom's honey. Want to smell it? I'm going to drop a little bit of my cardamom carob lavender mix in here. This apartment is actually a full 1-bedroom. I did an upgrade for my own self. I don't know how many of you guys remember, but last time I mentioned changing this channel name to match with my Instagram handle, which is Thank 9 Stars, because Thank 9 Stars is a literal translation of my Chinese name. What do you guys think? Should I change it? Will it confuse people? Will you still know who I am? I just feel like maybe at the end of the year, I kind of want to do that. I feel like I want synchronized accounts. But I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, who the fuck is this chick? I know a marketing professional will say, don't do this, but let's be honest. The way we've been running this channel, I've killed like so many marketing professionals' advice already. Does anyone actually read the description page? Am I healthy enough to have kids? Probably not. Mentally, am I healthy enough to do anything? I don't know. No. It's not about me loving my child or not. It's about me not wanting a child. I don't want a biological child. I'm open to adopting if I'm ever in a good enough financial status and place in my life where I can handle raising a human. But I don't want to pop one out. I think it's very unnecessary. Personally speaking, I've never desired a child. And I told my parents this when I was 20, and they said, you'll change. And now I'm 33, and I've only gotten more and more certain that I do not want a biological child. Am I curious what kind of baby I could make with another person? Yeah. But like, I'm also curious if I could win the lottery and I could gamble away my entire savings trying to win the lottery. But I also think there is a generational gap here. I think a lot of people my age have seen a different side of society, and we just don't have faith in it anymore. We don't have faith in the world. We don't have faith in the environment. We don't have faith in ourselves. We don't have faith in the systems. We don't have faith in the economy. We don't have faith in the politics. We don't have faith in things that we used to have faith in. Like, everything has been deconstructed severely in the last 10 years of our lives. And the last 10 years of our lives, for people my age, were very formative years. 20s to 30s. And compared with other people, I have had a lot of health issues. I know that my genetics are not tip top. And coming from an experience of seeing my parents go through a nasty divorce after 3 decades, and seeing a lot of my friends have parents go through nasty divorces, I don't want to do that to a child. I don't want to do it. I did not enjoy my time. I have survived. I no longer feel how I used to feel when I was more depressed and like deeply suicidal. But to know that I could put another kid through what I had to go through to get to this point of stability, mentally, emotionally, physically, that just seems wrong, man. So for me, personally, it's a no. Non-negotiable. Do you want to play, Freddie? You want to play with that one instead? That one's the ribbon from Aaron's dessert gift box. What would you do if you had an unplanned pregnancy at this rate? It's probably not going to happen, but if it does, we're going to have an abortion. You're trying to get me demonetized? I'll say it again if I have to. I will get an abortion. Ow! Jesus! This? Yeah, I love it. It's delicious. Bailey's oat rice porridge. Absolutely I would recommend. Absolutely I would recommend 10 out of 10. A little honey or jam, great. And this is like a really shitty situation too, because it's so much easier for men to get their tubes tied than it is for women to get their tubes tied. And for men, it's actually a reversible procedure. And I think the FDA just hasn't like fully approved it yet, but it's been approved in other countries. So I don't know why the onus is falling on uterus having people to prevent unwanted pregnancies. It's really shitty. I mean, yeah, I do know why. Probably men are the real pussies. Right? Is that un-PC of me to say? I'm sorry. People who are not used to being disadvantaged, who are not used to compromising their own desires, end up ruling the world. To people who are not used to giving up anything, everything is a sacrifice. Everything becomes a compromise on their part. Hello! I'm probably going to end the live soon. I don't feel really great. But I'm glad we had this one. And I hope you're having a happy Monday. Freddie, what do you think? What do you think our world needs, bud? Our world needs a lot of things. Too short. Why am I so short? Are you excited to be going back tomorrow? Do we think he's excited to be going back tomorrow? I think once we do this a couple of times, you'll get used to being at both places. Yes, Queen's Gambit. I loved it. That's a great show. Kind of want another treat. You hear his purrs? Bye, folks. Have a good week. I'll see you next time. Don't get sick.